And the offense readies for a first down and 10. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Congratulations on yet another victory. You can go right to the next challenge if there's another one.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play, and Murray's letting it rip. Has him on the quick hitter. And that does it for that challenge. You picked up the victory. Keep things going. There's more out there to overcome. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Going to the ground first with Benson. He dodged the tackle. Arrives at the 40. A big hitter on 1st down. 37 yards.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Michael Pittman. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to
Touchdown City, baby. Touchdown City.
the Titans offense set to begin the drive. Following the fumble recovery, Murray. That's downfield. He's got Phantom. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. First snap, and Murray goes to the air. Open man is the tight end, Harold Fannin. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Up next, it's our main event between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're underway from the bank. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Ooh, that was a defender right there, Brock, sending a very clear message from the first play.
You know what, Joe?
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And away we go at the link. Dameon Pierce now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive.
I'll tell you what, as a quarterback, you sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Hurts. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13. And this drive will indeed continue.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Malachi Starks read that nicely. He makes the stop. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They go to Barkley again. They're going to slow him up here after 4, maybe 5 yards. And that is good for an Eagles first down. Got him on back-to-back plays, Brock, and he's got them moving now on this opening series.
Yeah, he's not needed any time at all to find his groove and settle in. This should set the table for the rest of the day.
He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. Offense to the line for second down.
Second and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw. Look is there, but so is a defender. That hit forces the drop. That's going to bring up third down. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
So on fourth down, out comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This, 42 yards from the right hash. Elliott connects there. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
From where they started that drive, Kate, 3 points, kind of feels like the minimum they expected. But I know this, a little scoring can lead to a lot more.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up first and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
This is Henry on second. And it's going to be about 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's Lamar. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, Sloan headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Two seconds to go here in our opening quarter. Lamar out of the pistol. He's got it to his running back. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. There he goes. Right sideline. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
Is good.
That one right down the middle. They answer a field goal with 7 points, and they've got the lead.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Pierce now on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First down, a run with Barkley. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
On 2nd down, Hurts. They close in on him and drag him down on the other side of midfield. They got him at the 48. That is Trenton Simpson. And that's going to bring up 3rd and very long. They've got to get 20 or more.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. They send a man in motion. 3rd and long for him here. And he's not able to keep a hold of it through that hit. Incomplete. And I think we kind of all knew what was coming. That last sack kind of forced their hand. The best option to extend that drive was to just throw it deep and hope.
I think that's exactly why sacks are so productive for defenses. Is because it does, to your point, force the hand of the offense.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. He'll take it from the 1. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. This is Henry to start the drive. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. That is good for a Baltimore 1st down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 20. And a Raven 1st down.
Running once more with Henry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now a 2nd down throw for Jackson. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. And it's Zach Bond. And now they're staring down at 3rd and 14. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down.
14.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped well short of where he hoped he might get. Call it about 8 on that pass. And now you can call it 4th down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Likely our last play of the half, so they're leaving the offense out there. The final throw before the break. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Brought in inside the 20. And the drive continues with a chance to score now. The 4th down play takes them all the way into the red zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. LeJohntay Wester to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that 1st down.
And dial up the zone read on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Trying down the middle with Henry. Across midfield to the 45. And he's all the way down to the 36. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
1st down, Ravens.
Another run for Henry. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. It's a Baltimore touchdown.
Henry, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights and lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he gets it around 6 there. Namdi Madubuike making that stop.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
It's Hurts throwing on 2nd. And that hit arrived just in the nick of time. It's enough to break up the catch and bring up 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. From the pistol, Hurts. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over with the football just outside the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So a minute and a half remaining in the 3rd. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Henry will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Firing end zone, and this is hauled in.
Jackson's
Touchdown,
pass
Ravens!
complete to Tez Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Here's
Tyler
Luke for the point
on
after.
For the extra point.
Send right down the middle and good. And the lead now up to 18 points. So we're through 3 here. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Tyler Luke to kick
All
off
set
for
up. Here's
Baltimore.
Luke to kick it away. Pierce now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10. At their own
First call here
23-yard
coming from the
line.
shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So that brings up second down.
They needed a lot more out of this offense in this one, Kate, to keep pace in this contest. Just wasn't there. Continuity wasn't there. Rhythm wasn't there. Confidence wasn't there. This is one they like to forget.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Throwing here hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And good work there, adding a little chunk after that catch as he gets it ahead for 8 yards. Make this 3rd and short.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
So a couple yards to go here after they picked up 8 on that last play. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Incomplete.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Is a turnover on downs.
Drive starts with an option, right side. And he's out of bounds after a gain of about 8, so a nice pickup there, 2nd and 2.
23-yard line.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
You fucking ball.
This was a day before.
Now, from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Kairos Santos to get us started. And off we go from the Windy City. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
How would you like to be a defender and see a guy like this coming full steam ahead, trying to barrel down on you? I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if I'm cut out for that, and you can see why. His ability to play through contact is just a lot to handle.
And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. Gervon Dexter. He gets in to drop it. It's a loss of 8. Come to the line. Got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That one incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been a passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
Again, it's Jackson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal, but I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Oh, that one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
I think he would have been better off there, Mike, giving that ball a little bit more juice. You can see he's trying to put a little touch on it and lob that ball into his target, but it just hangs up in the air a little bit too long, and the defense makes him pay.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
We're going to go right back to Henry. And the defense is there again. This time he doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to set up 3rd down.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. Two minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. First and 10. Jackson out of the pistol. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. He's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens are out to a 10-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Into space. And he will score. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears are on the board. It's 10-7.
Ravens 10. Bears 7. Cairo Santos.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll go again here with Henry. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
He's brought down
a gain there of 23 yards.
It's a gain of 23
First down,
yards.
Baltimore.
First down, Ravens.
Now Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman.
Jackson's pass complete to Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Rome Odunze was the intended receiver. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime. third and long. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on third and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the fourth down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up fourth and a mile.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Like, he just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. And the pistol, Jackson ready, going up top and looking for Andrews.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Pistol formation with Jackson. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no game. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Here's Williams on first and 10. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. It's second down. Now Williams. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On third down, it's Williams. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Inside the 30.
Jackson's pass complete to Rashad Bateman. Touchdown.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down, you cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
The Ravens will line up.
They'll let Henry try to run for it. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. Special Teams has come up with the recovery. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the... Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. And that kick goes out of bounds right away. And that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Purdy. Zach Bond in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 35-yard line.
Purdy now on 2nd down. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners. First down.
The 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
12 at the 44-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They got it at the 3. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, going to put the finishing touches on. It's 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Jake Tonjes. Touchdown, San Francisco. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Eagles nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Devontae Smith there to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And let's give him about 4 on that one. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop.
The 30-yard line. A gain of 4.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. Once again, it's Barkley. And he is not going to get away. Might have got a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
To throw is Hurts. That is over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
The third down pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A first down throw for Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
13 yards.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Kittle is the man in motion. Purdy on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Piniero's kick is good. And the Niners will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Taken down by Jair
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Big opening up the middle. And he will go all the way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there. It's second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. What I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
They show play action. Simpson. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get us started. Off we go here in Baltimore. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
That one intercepted on the 3rd play of the game. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Play action now. Jackson. That ball caught. One hand needed. What a catch.
Yeah, and I actually think it's a really good call. I mean, these officials, they don't want things to get out of hand, and they are always going to err, Mike, on the side of protecting the quarterback. And, you know, early flags are going to prevent future ones, and this time they get him for the late hit on the quarterback and puts this defense in a tough spot.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
2nd and goal at the
2nd
3-yard
down.
line.
Jackson. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And now 3rd and goal coming up. Jackson now. Hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That one intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Andrew Bakuba. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Barkley. Finding room at the 35. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. How about 28 yards on the first play of the drive? First down picked up.
First down.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
First down, Eagles.
Couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the Ravens' 40-yard line.
Hurts to throw. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Gain on the play.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete, and they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now the first carry for King Henry. Fighting on tackles, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. They convert with a gain of 15.
That's good.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd
from the gun, Jackson.
50-yard line.
He's going to keep it himself. He'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage, but not by much. Might have only gained a yard. Now it is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane. And it sets up 4th down.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
That's taken in. He's going to have a Ravens 1st down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. In some rhythm, good drive rolling. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Henry. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
12 more yards.
Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Rolling to the left. He runs with it, and he will score! Lamar Jackson! So tough to stop. Down close. He's got a Ravens touchdown. And now they want to show they mean business here. Offense going to remain out there and try for 2. Now Jackson. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, the Eagles ball carrier. Malachi starts on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Barkley. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. Down the right sideline. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. LeJohntay Wester now to return it. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
Ravens take over 1st and 10. at their own 40-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard
First and 10,
line.
Jackson. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's going to be marked out down at the 5.
A gain of 19 yards.
That catch puts him over 100 yards for the game, and we still have another half to go. That catch picks up the first down. Again, it's Jackson. That is caught. Mark Andrews in the end zone. The Ravens record holder adds to it. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Ravens 14, Eagles 6. Tyler Luke to kick off
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. And we will not have a repeat of Super Bowl 40 for bold move, but it is recovered by the hands team. On play action, here's Jackson. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the give, here's Henry. And he finds some space tackling after a gain of 7 on first down.
On the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up
From the 22 now, here's second and 3. Off the play fake, Jackson. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
I love this call. My defense is thinking run here. It's second and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Durham Smite. Touchdown, Ravens. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
Eagles 6. Tyler Luke.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Barkley. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
This one down the field, but he lined up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to lead to a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. Oftentimes.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And off we go from Dallas. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 6.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Dak out of the pistol. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Now here's Prescott. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
Perhaps a little misplaced sense of urgency on their opening drive. We'll find out together, and they're going for this from their own side. On 4th down, Prescott to throw. On the move, headed right. He's making a bid for it. And this one easily has them the first down. Good call, picking up 9, keeping the offense out there.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Williams fields the pitch. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
That's some tremendous study right there. That linebacker, it was almost as if he was in the other team's huddle and knew what was coming. He read his keys, he pulled the trigger, and he makes a tackle for loss.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 2nd, Prescott. That's low and bounces short of his man.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Dak to the air here. Look at that power, deep left side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Ravens force the turnover on the first series of this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Play action now with Jackson. He tucks it and takes off. He's going to be forced out after he picks up about 19 yards. And that's going to set up a Ravens first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Lamar out of the pistol. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Pistol snap to Jackson. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. Quentin Williams. And that brings up 4th and very, very long.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. On is the former all-conference return man from nearby TCU, Kavontae Turpin. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here. 3 tight ends. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Brought down behind the line
Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Play action now for Prescott. He beams one deep right side. And that one's going to be incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half. And they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Prescott. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
17 yards. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Give to Williams from the gun. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they get him down after a gain of 10. A great effort on his part. Pays off with the 1st down.
A gain of 10
Offensive
yards.
line fast.
And the Cowboys 1st down.
Here's Dak. This is complete to Ferguson, out left. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
At the 31-yard line.
On second down, a run with Williams. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
This one to Williams out left side. And they're going to be sent up, Brock, with first and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. Running a pistol look now. Williams can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
They go to him again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Prescott to throw. Escapes the pocket. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott capping an 11-play march to pay dirt. Ryan Schottenheimer wants his guys to get 2 more here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw, Prescott. It's caught for 2, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead.
That makes the score Cowboys 8, Ravens 0.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. This is Henry to start the drive. Shoves one away. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Talk about an explosive start to this drive. 38 yards. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Running once more with Henry. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and other times, like, just run away from it. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
So now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
All right, going to get a 2-point try here, Brock. Jackson gets his offense lined up.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they try for 2, but it doesn't work out.
Ravens 6. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Now Dak to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. To the sideline and out of bounds, but not before he picks up 22. And that's going to give the Cowboys a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
One final shot before the half. Ooh, they rocked him on that throw, and that's going to take most of the power out of it. Ball doesn't even get back to the line. It is second down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Ajante Western to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Another run for Henry. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this third down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Looking to throw on third and 1. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's fourth down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Jackson's going to go on fourth. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
The 31-yard line.
On second down, it's Williams again. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Third and long for him here. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force fourth down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. And it's off the upright, but still bounces off the crossbar and goes through. College-style points are just luck. They're going to take this one either way. And that grows the lead to 5.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone. He had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. Trying down the middle with Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. 2nd and 15. Jackson throwing here. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. He's hit and taken down after a 27-yard gain. And that's going to bring up a Ravens first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Second down, here's Lamar. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. Donovan Ezeraku. And that's going to bring up 3rd and very long. They've got to get 20 or more.
It's 3rd down.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Lamar. Getting out to his left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson makes the play. He's got room to roam. And the Cowboys nearly take it back for a pick 6, but he's stopped at the very last moment.
Jackson's pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Prescott set to pass. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. It's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Williams. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1.
Short of the goal line.
He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
So we didn't see him challenge for the goal line, Brock. Didn't really see him challenge for anything, actually, as that sneak winds up losing yardage.
Yeah, I think the only thing we did see was an absolute butt-whooping from that defense.
And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs via the end zone.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
Andrews has it, work in the middle. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. Creates space to take that shot downfield.
This is Henry on second. They get in there for the stop. Damage limited to 8 yards. That is good for a Baltimore first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Ravens facing a 5-point deficit. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. He does it, touchdown Baltimore.
On the carry. Touchdown Baltimore.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
The extra point wouldn't do much for them, so they're going to go for 2 and try to make this a field goal game.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They send him straight up the middle, and he's into the end zone. Really smart call here in the 4th. Now a field goal would only tie this game. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Another run for Williams. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
Looking to throw it. Into the hands of Pickett. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
He's on the move past the 15. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line.
4 yards.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Wearing up the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead with Williams. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Throwing now. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good. So they take the lead, and that extra point buys them a little bit of breather room here, partner. A field goal doesn't tie it now.
14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And this one's going to be picked off, but he dropped it. So almost a one-play drive. Defender couldn't hang on, though, and they're going to feel fortunate coming up on 2nd down now. He'll look to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Now they're caught in that vicious cycle, Brock. They're losing partially because of the struggles they've had throwing the ball, but because they are losing, they've got to keep throwing it and risking these contested lanes.
I've said to you once, I've said to you a million times, coordinator's job is to get you open, right? My job is to get you a one-on-one, and your job
is to win.
And we're not doing it.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Now here we go. Now we're getting to one of these situations that you've been practicing and talking about all week, Kate. Defensively, you are verbalizing no hero plays, no interceptions. That ball comes to you. Just find a way to knock it to the ground.
And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Putting the body on the line for his team. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines, but for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.